Kieran here. Just wanted to share a very ancient story that has a potent message for us all. And it's got lots of variations, but here's this one. Once upon a time, this family who lived in a village decided that they wanted to go away to enjoy a festival that was quite some distance away, and they'd be away for at least a week, traveling there, going to the festival and then returning. And of course, they needed someone to care for their house, their garden, the animals. And there was a young person in the household who volunteered to do it. This guy, he's 17 and he's feeling, more independent. He feels he could do it. He'd like to look after every part of the house and the plants, the garden, etc., the animals, while the family go away. It'd be the first time he's put in charge and given that responsibility. But the family think, yeah, he's up for it, and he seems really confident. So the family go away, and this guy is staying in the house on his own. And one day he's visiting a friend, and they're having a really good time in the afternoon, and he just loses track of time. And before you know it, it's getting dark. Now this guy has an issue. He has a fear of the dark. And his friend doesn't know about it, but when he realizes it's getting dark, he feels he's got to quickly rush home. So that's what he does. He quickly rushes home. And when he gets to his house, he goes into the front door, and then he turns down the corridor and goes into his bedroom. And when he enters his bedroom, the light is still dim, and he looks in the corner, and immediately he starts to freak out because he sees a coiled snake in the corner. And in this area, there's a real issue with snakes. So he gets this big fright and runs outside, starts yelling out, "Snake, snake, snake." And the village, which is just starting to settle down, everyone's got a quietening for the evening. They start to get all agitated, lights go on, what's going on, what's going on? Before you know it, the whole village is awake, and people are really coming out. Some are coming out to see if they can find out what's going on and if they can help. Others are just feeling a bit anxious. But when a wiser person comes to the boy and says, "Oh, what's the problem?" The young guy says, "Oh, wow, there's a snake in there in my bedroom. And yeah, dangerous snake in my bedroom. It's coiled up there in the bedroom." So this wiser older person with a couple of friends says, "Okay, well, let's get a light and let's go into the bedroom and see if we can find the snake." So that's what they do. With the light, they go into that bedroom and they shine it. The young guy's giving directions where to go. They go into his bedroom, they shine the light in the corner where he said the snake was seen, and sure enough, they see coiled up in the corner a rope. That's right. This fear of the boy, the fear of everyone in the village that got stirred up, was all a misapprehension. They weren't seeing things the way they were. Everyone's having the real experience, whether they're feeling anxious or the desire to just help out. But the reality, it's based on a misapprehension. So this story is a part of the rich wisdom of yoga that reminds us that we can often be misapprehending. In fact, at the heart of the yoga wisdom is the recognition that we perceive separateness all around us when the reality is everything is connected. Just imagine if you were the quantum field, you're the field, your wholeness, you're everywhere at all times. Yet when you express as particles, that's the field expressing as a particle, you think you're separate to the field, to the whole. And that's just like the way we are as humans. We often just are so convinced we are separate to everyone and everything, when the reality is we are all part of the one essence. And if you do the research, if you have the courage and you have the wise understanding and the mechanic how to do it, you will experience more and more connectedness, and you will experience this deep wisdom that we are life, we are love. So in that sense, the snake and the rope story is very helpful, but in all sorts of other ways. Often we misjudge. We judge people. We just don't understand what's going on. So it's a story that reminds of so much impact. When we misapprehend, we make a judgment that's based on false perception, okay? So in our life, we can all be doing this quite a bit. So have compassion for yourself, but be alert to see if it really is a snake or is a rope. Okay, namaste.